Welcome back to another video. Today I'm explaining slash defending Cell, or at least just explaining Cell. As we know, Cell was the mini androids created by Dr. Gero. Now the Cell we see, or the Cell we are introduced to and we fell in love with, is from the future Trunks timeline. Not the future Trunks that went back to meet Goku and Gohan at that current time, but much later in the point where Trunks has already completed his training and has already defeated the androids with Goku and Vegeta's training help. In turn, Cell has to steal that version of Trunks' time machine. Granted, Trunks is stronger at that point. That version of Trunks' time machine and jump back. So that Trunks that we see earlier, we introduced to, hasn't met that Cell yet. It's going to happen to Trunks, but it just didn't happen yet. Of course, as we know. It's very weird. Multiverse nonsense, as we know. Now, Cell, of course, is very hungry. Woke up from a nap. Now, much like Cell has to go back in time. If not for the androids, he mostly has to go back because the androids done killed a whole lot of humans. Mostly all of them. Remember, in the future Trunks timeline, there is no Dragon Balls. Piccolo does not. Since Piccolo dies, Kami dies. In this timeline, they don't have Dende to replace Kami at the lookout. In terms of that, so the Dragon Balls are essentially non-existent in the future Trunks timeline, and Cell is increasingly hungry. And without his main source of consumption, humans, he has to go back in time and eat, and also eat the androids, because he has to achieve his perfect form, as well as his original function, as mostly all the androids, kill Goku. Cell mostly lives up to his original function. He wants to kill Goku until he gets to his perfect form, where in turn he becomes more of a free will being, where he doesn't want to kill Goku. He wants to fight, box. He wants to box you. In turn of Cell, granted he is like the villain, but I think he just wanted a good fight. For example, his plan was to never blow up the planet, or to at least become like a human domination, like a Frieza or Majin Buu, who was just out of control. The complexity of Cell is beautiful, where in turn of he just wants to fight you. He says he wants to fight, and then he gives like 30 days until the Cell games. Of course, Cell and Goku instantly match up, where in the manga it looks like Cell is outclassing Goku, but in the anime it looks like they're evenly matched, where Goku really can't get an edge on Cell despite how hard he trains. So in turn, he turns to the responsibility of Gohan. Remember, this arc is supposed to have Gohan surpass Goku, which he does. In term of that, where Gohan achieves his Super Saiyan 2, achieves his hidden potential, and kills Cell. Granted, Gohan does become increasingly arrogant in the fight, as Saiyans do, and in turn, Goku has to lose his life. And then you just jump straight into that 7 years of peace nonsense. But the beauty of Cell is that with him being perfect, he had nowhere to go. He's lonely. Remember, though we chase perfection, we chase the top, even me doing YouTube, you chase, the pinnacle of something. You can go ahead, you can achieve it, as we all should try to do. Of course, we should all try to achieve the top of something, or go for a goal each and every day, no matter what it is. But once you get there, what did you sacrifice? What did you have to give up? Is the top worth your family, your friends, the time you could have spent with your mother, your brother? Is it worth all of this? And then you're up there alone. And that's what I really like about Toriyama's character of Cell. The beauty of it is that it shows that even though Cell is at the top, he had to kill Android 16, one of his brothers. As much as we like it, he had to absorb / kill Android 17 and 18 in terms of everything, and that is his family. And he stood at the top. No one could defeat him. Nothing was a threat to him, until Gohan came around, and he was alone. So he built the Cell Stadium out of pure boredom, I think, just to give himself a challenge, and of course fulfilling his original function. He doesn't really break free from it, but as I think, his original function, kill Goku. He wants to kill Goku inevitably. But he does let Goku quit the match and let Gohan go on to fight him instead. Now, of course, Cell still wants to fight Goku, but he does respect that Goku does want to give Gohan a chance. Anyway, that's the beauty of Cell. That despite despite being perfect, you have to sacrifice so much, and in turn, you become the thing you hated the most. Somebody that's without family, that's without the friends. You know, you done sacrifice so much. Now you got the glitz, the glamour, you got everything. But do you have anything? And that's the beauty of Cell. That's what I really liked about Cell. That's the point of this video. That the beauty of Cell, of course. And like and subscribe. Also, what do you think would happen if Goku did ring him out? I did a YouTube short about it, but that was a long time ago. So if you've made this end of this video, what do you think would have happened if Goku successfully wrung out Cell? You think Cell would just blow up the planet? Anyway, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.